Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's thewavvyone here, and in this video I want to go over collections. So, for anyone who gets a letter from a collections agency, just the first thing that you need to know, okay, for those of you who like to turn videos off before the video is over, right? Yeah, you don't have to pay collections. So if you get a letter from a collections agency, there's really nothing to worry about because legally you don't have to pay that. Because what happens, for those of you who don't know, quick little education, is that when these companies can't get their money from you, is what they do at the end of the year, they'll write it off as a business expense. So basically, it'll even out the books. So technically, they don't lose any money, but seeing as it's a business, the whole purpose of business is to make money. So what they'll do is they'll sell that debt to a collections agency for pennies on the dollar. Just say you owe AT&T $50. They'll sell that to a collections agency for $15 or $20. And that way they still end up making a profit, and they end up saying basically, hey, you can collect this debt from this person if you want to, but they wouldn't pay us. So you give us some money and maybe you'll be able to go get, whatever this debt is worth. But we're done with it. We've already written it off on our books and we're moving on. So that's basically how that works. Let's go ahead and hop over to the computer, and I'm going to show you the collection letter that I got. Now, this has already been dealt with, so I no longer have to worry about, this. I mean, I was never worried, but, even though this had been following me around for some years, but, I was never really worried. And I just redacted this a little bit, but that's just, my name and address, because you don't need to know my name and address. But this is from First National Collection Bureau, Incorporated. And right off the bat, what I want to show you is that I'm going to get into this a little bit more, but I think it's interesting that right here you have capital letters and lowercase letters. But then when you get, hold on, I always do that. But then when you get down to the bottom where these coupons are, and I'm going to explain the coupons a little bit later on, but right here, First National Collection Bureau, right? Incorporated. But this time, instead of being in capital and lowercase letters, it's all capitalized. Now, for those of you who have been in the game for a little bit, then you've probably heard of the straw man and the corporations that are created when you're born, that are tied to your Social Security. Now with that, and there's a lot to go into, but there's public and private. Basically, most people are operating in the public, and in the public, the only thing that exists are entities such as franchises, individuals, corporations, LLCs, things like that, which are basically companies, right? There are no real living persons in the public. That only exists in the private, but like I said, that goes into a whole other thing that most of you who are watching this video probably aren't interested in. You're just worried about collections. So, but anyway, just to show you real quick, that is a principle of law known as capitis diminutio. Okay? Capitis diminutio maxima, the highest or most comprehensive loss of status. This occurred when a man's condition was changed from one of freedom to one of bondage when he became a slave. It swept away with it all rights of citizenship and all family rights. So in this video, I'm just going to give a basic overview of these different ideas. If you want more in depth, I'll make videos in the future going over that stuff. But I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Whenever you see something in capital letters, that is not how you normally do things, That is representative of a corporation. Look there, that's capitalized. You see? Right here they have it in capital letters and lowercase. Up top they have it in capital and lowercase. But down here, it's all capitalized, representing that it is a corporation. But anyway, so this is the meat and potatoes right here of what we got going on, and it's really not that much. Pay your account approximately 50% in 4 payments. See, that's how they try to get you. Okay, so they went ahead and they paid for this, pennies on the dollar, right? You know, they got this debt at a nice discounted rate from, you know, the original company. And now, because they know that you're most likely not going to want to pay this in full, the way they come at you is psychologically, well, hey, you know, you don't have to pay the entire debt. Just pay 50% of it in 4 easy payments. Okay? And then later on they threaten, you know, oh, well, if you don't take this offer, though, then we'll come after you for the entire amount. Which usually they won't unless it's enough money and they feel like going through all that, you know, extra stuff. So I've highlighted a couple things, and those are just the main things that I wanted to point out. Like First Premier Bank, that's the original creditor, right? Well, like I said, for a basic overview for most of you who are probably watching this, that's the original creditor, but you have to understand that there is no money and that we, the people, create the money. So there's no way that a government entity or any of these corporations can give me money because we create the money. So if they ever get money, like when you go into a bank for a loan, the bank's not giving you money. Your signature is what creates the money, and then they give it back to you and tell you you have to pay interest on the money that you allowed them to give you. So for most of you, like I said, you might be confused, but the rabbit hole truly goes deep. If you want more clarification on this, you can wait. You can wait for me to make more videos, or you can go watch people like Yusuf L, the Bad Wolf, you know, Christopher Hansen. I can't think of his name right now, but oh, I can't think of his name right now. He's an OG, but anyway. So yeah, First Premier Bank, you see how that's all capitalized, letting you know that that is a corporation. Okay, First Premier Bank is offering. Now, for most of you who don't know what legalese is, you would not know what offer means. But let's go here. Okay, and for anyone who wants to get into this, a legal dictionary should become your best friend. This is Black's Law Dictionary, the online edition. I suggest that you also get some hard copies. There are also some PDFs floating around on the internet that you could get, like the 4th edition, I know. I think there's like a 6th or 8th edition PDF. I have both of them, but I haven't opened it in a while. So the definition of offer: to bring to or before, to present for acceptance or rejection, to hold out or proffer, to make a proposal to exhibit something that may be taken or received or not. So basically, they're telling you, hey, this is an offer. You can take it or you don't have to take it. So to the average person, they wouldn't think too much of this, but they are recontracting. That's what they're doing right here. Okay? You never had a contract with them, like I said in the beginning. So what they have to now do is now they have to get you to agree to a new contract, because that's the only way that legally they will be able to, you know, in case you don't pay the money, they could potentially come after you in the courts to get this money from you. So they are trying to get you to agree to a contract, whereas initially you never had a contract with them. So be careful about that. So First Premier Bank is offering you a discounted offer. They make it sound real nice too. Of $219.16 in 4 payments starting on 6/23/2023. Once payments totaling $219.16 have been paid to our office on time, we will consider this account satisfied in full. Payments must be received by the due date on each coupon, or this discounted offer may be canceled. Please send in payments. So basically, you could start making payments, but if you don't pay up in, you know, the $219.16 by the due date, then they'll be like, oh, well, now since you didn't pay on time, now you have to pay us the full amount. So that's another trick to be wary of. Where were we at? So yeah, please send in payments along with the payment coupon to the address listed on the coupon. If you need additional time to respond to this offer, please contact us. We are not obligated to renew this offer. Okay, so what I want to point out is payments. The definition of payments. Right? Right here. So, payment. The performance of a duty, promise or obligation, or discharge of a debt or liability by the delivery of money or other value. So, most people would think that, you pay for something, you give someone some money, and it's as simple as that. But when it comes to this legalese, it's actually not that simple, because something that you need to know, like I said, there is no money. HJR 192, okay, said that there is no money, okay, because if you look at the Constitution, gold and silver is constitutional money, okay. The government, what was that, 1933? They took all the gold, right? There was no money left. Therefore, they had to give you a way in order to pay for everything. That is why everything is now debt. Everything is debt. Everything is debt, and it's already prepaid for. Now, I know for most people, like I said, that's why there's so much to this, and the rabbit hole really goes deep, but I'm really just trying to stay on the surface for most people, because there's a lot of definitions and things to go into along with this. And if you'll notice here, it says discharge of a debt or liability. And that's basically what's going on here. Okay, with this coupon, right? What did they say? Send in payments along with the payment coupon. Now that's a doozy right there, because I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why that's a doozy. Because coupon. The definition of coupon, the legal definition of coupon, the periodic cash flow payable by an issuer or borrower to an investor or lender for the use of debt-based capital. Okay? For the use of debt-based capital, periodic cash flow payable for the use of debt-based capital. Okay, and there is no money, everything is a debt. So even the dollar, that fiat currency, which is backed by nothing, that is a debt-based capital. But let's look up the definition of cash flow. And you have to look up these definitions, because that's how most people fuck themselves, because they do not understand that there is a difference between everyday, normal speaking, that we call English, that you do every day, and what is known as legalese. There is a difference, and if you don't know the difference, you will be fucked in your ass every time. Pardon my language, but that's what's going to happen. So you need to know, because if you go to court and you don't comprehend legalese, and then you have a lawyer who does not work for you, truly, they work for the state, okay? They freaking, they made a pledge to the Bar Association, which is not even based in America. So the rabbit hole goes deep, okay? And this is not conspiracy hour, so I'm really, if you can notice, I'm really trying my best not to go down that lane. But it's kind of difficult to not go down that lane if you want to fully explain to people what's actually happening. But most people don't want to know, so, that's cool. They get fucked in the ass. But cash flow means the total amount of money being transferred into and out of a business, especially as affecting liquidity. Now, coupon. For the use of debt-based capital. Okay? So, to the untrained eye, you might not fully understand what that means. Right? But to those of us who have studied this for a while, a coupon is money. Okay? Think about it. When you go to the store and you have, say, a coupon for some dish detergent or sponges or, 50 cents off a box of, flour. Okay? That is being used as money, as a medium of exchange in order to discharge a debt. The thing of flour costs $3 and they take off 50 cents. Cool. That was a form of payment. So remember, what did they say? Please send in payments along with the payment coupon. Now, I don't even think you really need to know anything about legalese to be able to see this. Okay? They want you to send in payments along with the payment coupon. Now, if you take a second and think about that, well, hold on. The payment coupon. Now, we know what a coupon is. I just explained it, right? Most likely, we've all used a coupon in our lives before. So, you use coupons to take a percentage of the money that you owe for a certain item off of that item. It's a form of paying for things. Now, with that being said, detach coupons and mail payment. Now, see, most people will just completely overlook that. But given the definitions that we've already looked at, we know what a coupon is. It's a way to pay for things. And mail payment. Detach coupons and mail payment. Okay. Now, some people will just assume, oh, they want the coupon along with the payment. They won't realize that the coupon is the payment. Look here. Look at this. Payment amount, $54.79. This coupon, and every single one of these coupons is worth $54.79. But what they're going to do is they're going to double dip. Because they're going to get you to mail this payment coupon back to them along with, a check or some cash, for $54.79. So basically, so even though they told you, oh, what does it say up here? Pay your account approximately 50% in 4 payments. Okay, yeah, sure. You think you're going to give them 50% of the payment, when in actuality, you're giving them 100% of the payments. Oh, and I like this right here. This is an attempt to collect a debt. Any information obtained will be used for that purpose. This is a communication from a debt collector. But yeah, these coupons are the payment. And most people do not even comprehend that. But at the end of the day, all you really need to know is that if you get one of these letters from a collections agency, silence is acquiescence. So you want to answer this letter, and you want to give them a call, right? You want to give them a call. Pick up the phone, okay, and give them a call and tell them to leave you the fuck alone, because you don't owe them anything. You are not agreeing to enter into a contract with them, okay? You are not the original creditor, and I do not wish to enter into a contract with you. Please remove my name from your database and never contact me again. And then if they do contact you again, well, that's a whole other thing that gets into consumer law, and now you can start getting some money off these fools. But in this video, this is as far as we need to go. So definitely, if you got any questions, you can hit me up, or you can just go do a little bit of research on your own. And yeah, this has been a breakdown of a collections letter. Now, yours might not exactly look like this, but it will probably look pretty similar. And I advise you to make friends with a legal dictionary, not Webster's, not, Oxford, not any of those regular dictionaries, but a legal dictionary that lawyers use, because there is a difference from the everyday English that we use, when you're talking to your parents and your friends, or, when you meet some random person. There's a difference between the English that we use to communicate between people, human beings, and this legalese, which is the language of commerce and corporations. So I'm the Wavy One, and this has been the breakdown of a collections letter. I hope you all have a good morning, evening, night, afternoon, whatever, and peace be with you.